Alright, so welcome to another episode of SAW.DESIGN Designers Interview, and we are already in season 2. So, paalala lang, if you haven't subscribed, first time mo dito sa channel na to, so you're wondering what this is all about. This is about interviewing experts, designers, creative people, tastemakers in the industry so that you will learn, and at the same time, ang hack dyan, I'm learning as well. So, if you like what you're seeing, or if you're interested, how about hitting that subscribe button so that maski ikaw updated ka when it comes to learning about graphic design here in the Philippines. It would be great if you could learn and actually apply it to your career. Yun naman talaga yung goal namin with SAW.DESIGN. So with this podcast as well. So for tonight, we have a guest from a sort of different field, not really directly graphic design, but I'm sure that you will learn from this person. I've known him for 2 years now. When I met him on a shoot, aside from him being a good director, he's also doing some design work under his own label, under his own clothing label, which is named Cultured, or KLTRD. That's the spelling. So maski ako excited because I don't know much. So if you're curious about this and you want to learn more about this, how about listening to this interview and let's find out together. So I'll call Direct Mong Feliciano right now. All right, so thank you so much for saying yes to this interview, Direct Mong.
Okay.
Kamusta
Hello.
naman?
Magandang gabi, no? 10 p.m.,
Okay.
10:15. Magandang gabi. Magandang gabi, sir.
Oo. Yes. Thank you so much for saying yes kasi it's an honor and a privilege for you to be a guest for season 2 ng sasabihin ko lang yung title Social Distancing Designer Interviews. So sobrang haba nung title. So yun, thank you So although gumawa na ako ng intro. Ng intro para sa'yo, but I would like you to explain kung sino ba si Mong from your own words.
Okay, so for starters, syempre, I'm one of the co-founders, creative directors of Cultured, the brand that we created way back 6 years ago. It's actually turning 6 this December. I also co-founded with Marvin Cunan and Sarah and Indio for PURVEYR Post, Makati and Bunk Collective Poblacion. And then I'm one of the directors for Surfbirds Productions and a couple of more businesses and services sa gilid. No? So, yun yung mga, madalas yun yung parang media kit ko ng mga sinasabi if they want me to introduce myself. Pero for some siguro na viewers sa first time ako papanood, so marami kaming ginagawa na related sa creative culture, sa streetwear, if I can say streetwear. Basta lahat ng culture, siguro hindi naman sa popular culture, pero yun nga, yung mga mas yun, creative culture na lang, no, para mas madaling i-explain yun.
The idea of this interview would be centered on, kasi ang dami mong ginagawa So, director na, tapos nagde-design pa on the side. So, ikaw yung tinatawag natin na the person with range. But within your range, I would like to focus on your creative pursuit when it comes to streetwear design. So, ang ginawa ko dito, ang preparation ko dito, talagang hindi ako nag-research. So, hindi ako nag-research.
Gusto ko yun.
Para kasi curious talaga ako on how, para wala akong biases. I would like you to introduce to us what is streetwear culture, and then mamaya tungkol pa naman tayo sa design. So if you could explain to us what streetwear culture is all about, paano ba yun?
Okay, so siguro ang sa akin is streetwear kasi hindi namin alam na yun yung tawag doon. No? I started participating sa mga ganung events, sa mga pumupunta lang ako, like a goer, a fan, sa mga unschooled events sa Cubao. And we never thought of the word of streetwear. We never thought about the word creative culture, whatever, parang ganun. I just enjoyed what's happening there kasi everyone is creative, everyone understands each other or trying to understand and curious about every individual, no? So, kasi explaining streetwear, unang-una hindi ko siya ma-explain. Yun ang number one, ano? Dahil para sa akin, it's just street culture. Streetwear is, I think, the popular term for it, but for us, it's just something that we do. Siguro naging genre lang siya na sinasabi ng mga tao. Pero for me, it's just creative. You know? Madalas lang kasi lahat ng inspiration namin came from the streets, di ba? Kasi parang ano din to, borrowed culture or adapted culture to from the western part ng mundo, sa America. Tapos meron pang Japan, di ba? They adapted as well. They created their own version of what they understood about street culture or streetwear or yun siya. So for me, the greatest thing kaya ako nandito pa rin for the last 6 years is, I guess, yung street culture or creative culture kasi it's actually the currency on our end is being real with what we see, reacting to our environment in a ano mo yun, pwedeng medyo propagandish way, with subtle messages, with the events that we do. So ganun malawak siyang para ma-explain, but for me, ito, ano lang to, personal ko lang opinion. I mean, for me, it's just that liberty to do things na sa tingin mong totoo para sa inyo. So yun yung para sa akin na napaka-big nun, pero yun yung ano ko. Yun yung pagkakaintindi ko sa street culture or sa streetwear or whatever they call it.
Amazingly, nung pagkaka-describe mo, ano siya yung sabi mong vague, pero at the same time, na-gets ko siya Parang, meron din kasi akong visuals when it comes to streetwear, kumbaga, or street culture. Pero if I would siguro add to this, parang feeling ko, ang mga tao nasa street culture, always cool, parang always grace under pressure yung dating. Parang it's always, di ba? Tapos yung aesthetic kasi, very, it's extremes, it's either medyo maraming elements or nandun ka naman sa minimalist, di ba?
Well, for me, siguro, I agree, no, with siguro with the way we present ourselves and the people that supported our movement, not just my brand, but for the other people that got influenced by what we do. Siguro yung the way we carry ourselves, kasi parang we present ourselves kung ano kami, na hindi kami wala kami pakialam sa iisipin ng kahit sino sa amin. So, parang yun yung unang ano doon. It's about appreciating our imperfections and turning it into something na parang vessel na maganda, na kahit imperfect siya, napakaganda tingnan pa rin. Kasi we are being ourselves. So, I think yun yung talaga yung feeling ko. Kaya, sabi ko kanina vague, pero kasi streetwear kasi or street culture, it cannot be defined. That's the reason why it's interesting. Kasi you have your own, kumbaga pwede kang gumawa ng sarili mong version of how you see it. Even you have your own take on how the treatment will be, right? For the designs and etc. So yun, parang ganun yun yung masaya sa kanya.
Oh, no? I mean, yeah, I think you struck chord with that idea na parang, because everyone's unique So it's a unique interpretation of how you present yourself. And that's very, that's in a way, medyo may pagka-purist for every person. So, with that said, so let me ask you naman about your own streetwear brand, which is Cultured.
Yep.
Now, 6 years na siya, ang galing. But my question is, ito, alalahanin ko lang yung first time na nag-meet tayo sa BGC to for a shoot. Siyempre, hindi ko na sabihin kung anong shoot siya. Tapos, sinabi mo sa akin na you can't design. But after that, looking at what you've been doing, it's definitely you have the taste. Kasi yun siya My question is, how do you design for your brand? So, what are your considerations?
Okay. So siguro i-walk through kita sa process ko when I think about a particular design. So kasi ako napakahalaga sa akin una, syempre yung emosyon kung bakit ko siya gagawin. Kung bakit namin ito gagawin, ba't siya ilalagay sa t-shirt. Kasi nga from the word itself, cultured nga kami. So we should be mindful of those things. So yung una kong ginagawa is I sketch kasi naman. Ganoon naman ako. May sketch ako ng designs na siguro yung taste, siguro hindi eh. Parang marunong ako tumingin ng balanse on a particular design. Marunong ako tumingin kung totoo siya o hindi para sa akin. Lalo na kung kami yung may gawa, syempre, kailangan mag-reflect dun kung sino kami. That's the reason why people support us or buy our products because hindi siya unique eh. It is just something na true. Alam mo yun, na hindi namin kailangan magborloloy. Kapag may mga brands for that, but for us, parang ganun. So when I do designs, nagko-crockies ako. Alam mo yung parang t-shirt. Tapos, pag collection, may story yan, may flow ako sa ganyan. May ganun akong kaartihan na pwede ko sabihin na curated siguro or magmumukha siyang curated. Kasi nga, it will tell a story for each shirt na pwede mag-connect, di ba? Pag may mga suot na tao, parang, oh yeah, parang yung ganun, parang yun yung lagi kong gusto na nakikita, yung connection ng tao sa design. Sa kung makakita ka ng mga taong katulad ng suot mo din, pero ibang, parehong brand pero ibang designs, and they see the relevance of what's happening there sa mga suot lang nila. Yun na yung masayang-masaya for me.
No, I like how you started with kasi ang ganda ng sagot mo because I asked you how you design, tapos your answer is about emotion, which is gano'n naman ang design eh. Parang you design because of an emotion or a response. Kasi some people, they think na when you try to design, you think of the elements like, ano kayang font nito?
Yep.
Ano kayang color?
Yes.
Hindi kasi yun yung point eh. So, ang ganda na you started with objective. Mga, anong goal? So, emotion.
Yes.
Ang galing ng
Para
sagot
siyang
mo.
para siyang product development for me eh, in a process, di ba? Parang, ano yung communicate ko. So, kung meron na akong kasi ako I start with one word na simplified lang. Tapos, doon ako magkakalat. Doon ko na kukunin lahat, huhugutin lahat ng elements. Kasi meron na akong i-communicate eh. Meron na akong emosyon na i-communicate. So yung kung sa typeface, sa font, kung ano man yung gagamitin, gaano kalaki, gaano kaliit, doon na lahat depende dun sa emosyon na yun. So I think kaya nagiging, hindi madali eh, nagiging swift sa amin yung paggawa. Kasi yun nga, naramdaman namin sa design itself pa lang na, oy, ito kami. Diba? Ito kami. Kasi aesthetic is one thing, but before the aesthetic, you should know what you're trying to communicate. Yun naman yata yung design eh, di ba? Sa pagkakaintindi ko lang. So, yun.
Alright, so may quote of the day na tayo. Ang ganda ng pagkakasabi mo dun, ha? Quote of the day
Quote
na
of
yun.
the day.
And
Oh
I mean,
God, okay.
that is very true. Kasi, hindi naman kasi yung, because when it comes to design, it's always form over function. Kasi yung, mali, function pala muna. Function over
pala,
form.
function form.
So, baliktad pala ako doon.
Yes.
So, function over form because you have to have an objective first. And that's very nice of an answer. So, ayoko naman na masyadong patagilin because ang dami mo na, very meaty na nung sagot mo eh. But, eto naman. So, my last question for you is this. So, for people who wants to also go into the street culture industry or even streetwear, my question is, what would be your 3 tips into building their own brand for streetwear?
Alright. Well, I think makaiba yung sa akin, no? Kasi iba rin ako nagsimula eh. Ang una ko kasing, before ko ibigay yung 3 tips na yun, ang una kong ginawa is kinilala ko muna yung sarili ko. Mas kinilala ko ng sino ba talaga ako and what I want to communicate as a person, di ba? Kasi that way, once you identify how weak and how strong you are at the same time, doon na lumalabas, no? Doon na lumalabas yung mga bagay na makakapagpaintindi sa'yo kung ba't mo siya gagawin. Di ba? Laging ganun yung mga una kong iniisip eh. Kasi if I'm gonna just, everyone can start a business eh. Everyone can start something. Di ba? Kahit ano naman eh. After ko makilala yung sarili ko at ma-identify yung weakness ko, I use that as something. No? I use that as a motivation to find the things na kailangan ko pang matutunan. Kasi once nga na marami ka nang nalalaman, mas marami na, lumiliit na rin yung mga bagay na, ang dami ko pa nang di alam kasi ang dami ko nang alam kunwari ngayon. Ngayon ko lang na-realize din na ang dami ko pang di alam. So, yun. So, first thing is, know yourself. No? Siguro pwedeng ganun. Nakakatawa yung word na yung know yourself. Pero, whatever. Parang, kilalanin mo yung sarili mo. What do you want to communicate? What do you want to do? Is it a shirt? Sige, pwede. How do you want your shirts to look like? Ayun, doon na nga babase. Sino ka nga? Diba? And second is learn about the business itself. the basics. It's always about the basics. Lahat naman yata t-shirt, tahi, ribbing, ganyan, mga ganung kaartehan. Kailangan yun. No? Saka kung paano mag-accounting, konting minor accounting, ganyan, kailangan pala yun. Kasi natutunan ko yun, 4th year ko na. Hindi naman sa nung kumikita na kami, doon ko palang na-realize I need to manage this particular business properly. So, yun. And then, the third is, feeling ko, yung find people na mas magaling, hindi hamak na mas magaling at mas effective kaysa sa'yo. Kasi that way, though binabayaran mo sila, you're continuing business at the same time, you're getting free education. Kasi natututunan mo, ang galing itong na to, kunin ko nga to, di ba? Ang galing na, gusto ko yung hobby na yun, gusto ko yung habit para na yun, na parang pag ganitong oras, yung mga ganon. So yun, wag ka kukuha ng medyo mas engot or mas sa'yo. Kuha ka nung, alam mo yun, nung mas magaling, di hamak na mas magaling na magmumukha kang under talaga, okay lang yun. Kasi nga, dun ka matututo. So, yun yung mga first sa mga gustong mag-start. Kasi yung iba pwede naman mag-start kahit sino Pero, there's a thick line between like a normal brand that's just interested or a brand with a soul. Ano ba tawag sa ganun? O sa parang, yun yung pagkakatingin ko sa ganun. Kahit sino pwede magka-brand, pero konting-konti lang yung mga brand na may soul. Kaya the reason why they are, diba ngayon, hindi naman sikat lang, they are generating sales and continuing business. Kasi may soul, may values, may pundasyon. Ayun.
Grabe. It is always a pleasure talking with you, Direk. Kasi, parang sa lahat ng beses na nagkausap tayo, I always learn something. So, parang, pero there are also some things na nare-reiterate. So, nare-refresh ako lagi when I always talk to you. So hopefully with the people who would be watching this episode, I hope they really bookmark this because you have not just shared, not just streetwear, but also business tips. So, sobrang ganda nun. And,
kasi I failed. Kasi I failed in a lot of, kung sa mga hindi nakakaalam at sa mga nakakasama ko nun, they know how I failed and how I recovered from those failures. No? Nakikita lang kasi madalas ng mga tao ngayon is alam mo yun, yung mga magagandang nangyayari or yung mga success. Pero behind those things, talagang yun yung fourth tip, brace yourself. If you're really into it, you need to brace yourself about, kailangan yung disappointment, everyday word na yun, sanay ka na dyan. Disappointment, galit. Yeah.
Grabe. Totoo yan. I mean, I could also understand where you're coming from. So yun, Direk, sorry, but this is the only time that we have. But grabe, yung hindi ko siya ma-define as hindi kailangan mahaba Pero yung quality nung sinabi mo is just so much meat of it. So talagang thank you so much for saying yes.
Sakto, palobat na ako.
No regrets for this interview. And as for everyone, I would always say, see you after this pandemic is see you in the events na sa events.
Yeah, I'll do events. I'm gonna have an event pala na
Alright.
It's a big one. So pag nangyari yun, magkita kayo na tayo lahat.
Yes. Alright, so thank you so much and bye.
Bye.